You know, we go through life and you gain a reputation for your actions a lot of times, and everybody knows what that's like. This man here is a father. He would never purposely hurt somebody. He would never purposely injure somebody inside of the ring. These are the words that he would use to kind of defend himself over the last injury that he supposedly did to Ilya Dragunov. Now, obviously, the Dragunov is a storyline based on the injuries which Ridge Holland is known for. Elton Prince was the most recent of Pretty Deadly to receive the Ridge Holland treatment, as he would do a move, which he's done in the past, and maybe it's just happenstance, maybe it's just circumstance, but he would injure Elton Prince, which was believed to be a separated shoulder. Prior to that, Ridge Holland has unfortunately all arrows pointing, all fingers pointing to have ended Big E's career. These are factual injuries that happened in the ring based on moves that this man here has done. And as always, if you like the video, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and please comment down below. Do you think that Ridge Holland is a dangerous worker inside the ring? My answer to my own question is yes, I do. Not because I think he's careless, not because I think he is purposely by any means hurting any of these people. He just wasn't ready. He was pushed to the main roster after an injury based on the Vince McMahon motto of what made a superstar, and that was his size, his physique, his build. We all know that Vince McMahon loved big, strong men as to be his main superstars, to be the future of the WWE. And though it is Ridge Holland's fault that these injuries occurred, there's no taking away. I'm not going to defend that. But it's also WWE's fault, Vince McMahon's fault, because the man wasn't ready to be pushed to the main roster when he was taken to the main roster. He wasn't ready. All he had was the physique. He didn't have the training in NXT. He didn't have the time to build and to become a superstar, to finesse in the ring, to grow stronger in the ring, to get a greater feel inside the ring. He was in NXT for a split second and boom, taken to the main roster. And that's the risk you take when you get these people who are main superstar attractions, or who are blowing up inside the NXT locker room and gets pulled too soon. So yes, it's his fault, but no, it's not his fault. It's kind of like in the middle. There's blame to go around on both sides, and maybe it was Elton Prince's fault that he got hurt some. Maybe he didn't execute the move 100%. The Big E situation, I don't think was Big E's fault at all. I've seen it 1,000 times. Don't want to see it no more. But I like what they're doing with Ridge. See, this is the magic between Shawn Michaels and Triple H running the WWE right now. Because Shawn Michaels and Triple H are working together. They're taking people from the main roster who may not be getting enough time or may not be getting enough airtime, and allowing them to go to NXT to work with the younger talent in order to help build the younger talent up and finesse the skills and to make them a stronger competitor, to build them up so that they don't have a Ridge Holland experience where everything seems to go wrong no matter what you do and somebody gets hurt no matter what you do. This is something that needs to be commended. That you punish Ridge Holland, yes, but you take him to NXT, let him work with the younger talent, let him kind of get a little bit more training, a little bit more knowledge, a little more finessing, and let him go and run wild in NXT for a little bit, and then you can bring him back up to the main roster. It's a smart business move, and smart for Ridge Holland. It's good for Ridge Holland. This is a good thing. This isn't something to look at and go, I'm so sick and tired of hearing people say it's a demotion going to NXT. It is not a demotion going to NXT. Look, if you ain't getting the shine on the main roster and you don't want to get cut, you might want to go to NXT and see if it works out. You know, for some people it don't. Dana Brooke didn't work out. They cut her. They let her go. She just was not ever able to pick anything up. But it is important to know that I think these superstars need to understand that when they go to NXT, it's kind of like a last chance thing. Not all of them. Like a Baron Corbin, they put him down there to kind of, I think, they let him do something different. He's done the same thing on the main roster, and it never was successful. So what they're doing with it, they broke up the Brawling Brutes, which was a good thing. Pete Dunne, a.k.a. Butch, he's fine on the main roster. But Ridge Holland was still just too green to be up on the main roster. And that's not no fault of his own. I mean, if Vince McMahon or Triple H called me the day, hey, I want to take you. Hey, I know you don't wrestle. I know all this stuff, but you have a podcast, and I want you to come up here and be a manager or do something. I'm going to take the job, whether I'm ready or not. I'm just going to do it. I mean, you can't pass up an opportunity like that. So you can't get mad at Rich because he jumped the gun. Vince McMahon wanted to pull him. He went. That is the way it goes.